Riveting content. Empowering your life. Welcome to the Sphere. This episode is sponsored by Elite Dental Wellness. At Elite Dental Wellness, Dr. Ashandra Batiste understands that one of the biggest obstacles is dental fear. The vision at Elite Dental Wellness is to ensure every patient is treated with respect, ultimate care, patience, and love. Call us today to make an appointment at area code 713-789-8680. Houston Housewives of Finance. For more information on increasing your cash flow, becoming your own money manager, and to schedule your complimentary personal finance strategy, contact the Houston Housewives of Finance today at 1-844-700-4463. Looking to advertise? Join the Sphere's vast demographic reach of thousands of people all over the world. Send an email today to advertise@thesphere.tv or call us at area code 832-772-7789.
Hello, you guys, and welcome to another episode of Hashtag episode 65. And it has fallen on a very spooky day because it is Halloween. Okay, we're gonna give y'all a little darkness today for the show. You feel me? Fit into the holiday, but you know who's coming at you. It is your girl Tiffany Noco. Follow me on the gram at _Tiffany Noco. Remember to always check out my website, tiffanynoco.com, and we are going to go ahead and roll in the rest of the gang. What's going on today?
Hey Tiff. Hey, what's up, girl? Hey, it's your girl. I'm sorry, I had a respiratory infection, but we getting back, so that's why my voice is a little whatever. But it's your girl, Chris Yvette. You can find me here on IG at _Chris. I can't even talk today. Shit. And happy Halloween, everybody. So yeah, it's the face. Yeah, this is me all day at work. Like, yeah.
Oh, you wore it to work?
Yeah.
Well, I would have worn mine to work too, but I didn't have work. So I did a little spider joint right here. It really don't look like a spider, but y'all get the idea, okay? It looked like a cat just attacked my face, but that's okay because I had to throw a little glitter and shit in there. I made it pop a little bit, you know what I'm saying? That's the only spider you'll ever see with glitter. Okay. But we will get into our topics for you all today. So since it is Halloween, of course, we are going to kick off with a little bit going into the topic of Halloween. So we want to know, all of you guys that are checking us out on Facebook, we want to know what you dressed up, if you dressed up, what you dressed up as, and just chime in with us. We have a couple of questions and things we're going to discuss here shortly. But we want y'all to chime in. So first things first with Halloween, I want to know, because we see a lot of costumes. You know, people get really creative. Yeah. But I want to know what costumes are played the fuck out. What are we overseeing?
I mean, I think like your basic nun. I don't want to see a nun. I feel like that's basic as fuck.
A doctor. Or not a doctor, a nurse.
A
cop. We're over the cop uniform.
Yeah, I like the fact that people now are really being creative. The Shade Room just really gave me all the life. Niggas is out here being creative as fuck. So congrats to y'all, black people, just really doing things out of the box that I wouldn't have thought of. Like that nigga that had one night stand.
Yes.
I hollered and I was like, damn. That's freaking genius. You got the panties on there. You got condoms. Like, yes. And it's a legit nightstand. So kudos to him.
I like that one. I seen him and I thought it was so bomb. I thought it was so bomb. You know what I've seen a lot of too? And this was from like more so celebrities. But a lot of people was Katina from Mortal Kombat. Am I saying her name right?
Katana.
A lot of people were her.
Yeah. She's actually my favorite Yes. Yeah, that's cool. That's very creative. I wouldn't have did that. I wouldn't. I would not fucking dare. But I mean, kudos to you.
Disgusting.
That's bold. That's bold as fuck. I would never
That
have
is gross.
a period saying like, "Hey, what's
Wow.
up? Look at me. This is my Halloween, girl." I mean, creative, yes. Trifling and sick to me, that's a no. So yeah, that's definitely a no. But yeah, a lot of people were Katana. She's actually my favorite character on Mortal Kombat.
Mine too.
I love the fans and everything.
I changed my mind.
Her Sonya Blade. It's Sonya Blade, right?
The lady with the arms.
Lady
All
with
the arms. She was on Mortal Kombat. Yes. Loved her.
Oh yeah.
I always chose her as a character because she beat people ass.
Yeah. That's a dope costume. I'm gonna think about that, Sonya Blade. I ain't white and I can't put my hair in a ponytail, but I'm gonna figure something out next year. And that seemed like that's a reasonable costume. Me personally, I don't knock people that go all the way out, go out. I go out too, but I do it for the low on a budget. So I'm not gonna spend that type of money. But I try to figure out stuff like, ooh, okay, Sonya Blade. This bitch was in the military. I could put on a green bodysuit, get somebody a little funky, I don't know, tactical book bag, and just look like a Caucasian woman that kick ass for the low. I don't know. That's just me.
Wow. I feel like personally, if I'm gonna dress up, I'm gonna go all out. I'm gonna do the whole character. The only time I really dressed up though was I was a ninja maybe like 2 years ago, and I was full in character. Like I did the whole ensemble from the like bandages or the things that wrap around your arms. I had the face mask. I had it all. I had the swords, the double swords on my back. Like I did the whole 9. So for me personally, if I'm gonna dress up, I'm gonna go for it. But also, I know we have a couple of photos from like some of our favorite costumes that we've seen, some of our like most unique ones, and then we have some also of ourselves, our best dated costumes. So we will be rolling those out throughout the show, and we'll talk about them a little bit. Mine's come with a story from that whole night, but I've discussed that story with y'all before.
Have you?
Yes.
Girl, my memory lives. You probably have.
I
but
did.
My memory, child, I can't even sit here and tell
It was
you,
so
so.
brief, but that was that was the Halloween party at the girl that broke my swords, and I threatened to beat her ass.
Yeah, you did say that.
I discussed that story. That was a very crazy night. So much unraveled. We're not gonna get into it, but that was like one of my best costumes.
Yeah, that's cool. I got a little Halloween story too, but maybe we'll see. We can refresh some of y'all, you know, with Tiff's story as well as saying mine. Mine has to do with going to a random party in New Orleans, and we thought they were swingers and trying to trap us. But
Wow.
we'll get there later. We'll get there later. So it's funny as fuck, but whatever. So
Girl.
yeah, it's funny.
I didn't do nothing last year for Halloween. Now I'm thinking about it, and it's so weird that like today is Halloween. I think a lot of people did stuff over the weekend. I didn't see much, to be honest, but I think more so that. But it's like weather is so shitty out here right now in Houston that people are not really gonna do much.
Yeah, and it's mad tornado warning. So if y'all watching, listening, well, people later on, but if you're watching now live, like, please be careful out here. Do not take these kids to nobody trunk or treat. Just go on and just do a scavenger hunt in the house. Just hide the candy and be like, here, little bebop. Just close your eyes and just walk around and find it. Do that, because it's really, really, really ugly out there.
It is.
Yeah.
But speaking of, so there's a lot of different places too that have like stuff for kids right now that are indoors. I know the Children's Museum is one of them. And if I'm not mistaken, I heard on no, I'm not even gonna say that because I'm not particularly sure. I don't want to send nobody over there. But I know for sure that the Children's Museum is doing something. But y'all can always look the stuff up online where they have indoor things. But speaking of, you know, kids having things to do, did you trick or treat as a kid?
I did. Actually, one of my first experiences. I didn't do it often. I grew up in the church. My family, very church going. So we did Halloween for a while. You know, she did Halloween. Go to church, you know, hallelujah-ween, whatever you want to call it. I did that for a very long time. And then when I got older, I remember, don't laugh, me and my friends, Crossroads came out. And this was when Bone Thugs was like popping.
Mm-hmm.
And so me and all my friends were like, man, let's be Bone Thugs. Mind you, we all girls. And so my mom back then, you know, they like, why y'all want to be like niggas? But we was like, man, fuck that. Like, we was really into Bone Thugs. So like we dressed up as Bone Thugs, like plaid shirts, like jeans. Like man, look here, and we was taking niggas' bags and shit and running. It was great. So yes, I have many a good time and memory of doing that. But I was older though. I was too old, low key,
to be trick or treating.
Yeah, we was probably about like 14, 15. We was old.
Yeah, I was a little too old.
Yeah, but I mean, we was doing it anyway, so
yeah.
fuck it.
Yeah. I guess I mean at that point you still are a kid. It's just like you just a big ass.
You're a big kid.
You know what I'm saying? But I did trick or treat. I trick or treated a couple of years, and then there was a year where and mind you, this was all when I was like younger. I was living in Louisiana, so it wasn't like that many places to go to trick or treat. But we did, and then this one time a church out there, I can't remember the church, but they had like a kind of what you were saying, the Halloween. Yes, so they had like one of those, and we got a shitload of candy, and it was a lot of games, and they had like a little scavenger hunt inside of it. It was really dope. We did that, and then I remember this one time when I trick or treated, I got like all this candy, and I remember mom was like, "Don't eat all of that candy," and I remember I ate all the candy out of my bag that same night.
Damn.
I ate all the candy, and the next day I was at school sick as fuck, and we had a field trip. I forget where we were going to. I forgot where we were going, but we had a field trip nonetheless, and I was so sick I got sent home.
Damn.
I ate all of my candy. Yes. That's what happens when you don't listen to your parents, kids. So long story short, if your mom says don't eat all of that candy out the bag, don't do it. Don't do it. You don't want to be sick like me and then miss out on something great the next day.
Fuck that. My ass. But you know what? I'm picky, though, when it comes to candy. Like, candy corn ain't real candy. When people do stupid shit like that, I feel like your house should be egg. Don't be giving my ass no goddamn.
Who even buys
don't
that?
Don't give me that shit. Well, because people are stupid. No.
Oh,
you're a foul human being if you like candy corn. That's
Who
gross.
Even? Like,
that's sick. Candy corn. What else is another candy that's stupid? Or people that pass out fruit. Like, if you gonna be that, I get it. A lot of niggas is vegan. Niggas out here trying to be healthy and shit. Pass out some vegan gummies or something. Do the kids some type
But they have also the sliced fruits in the bag. Kids like those.
I
like
would
the
still
little
be
one.
mad. It's Halloween. If I'm around here, got a whole costume on, and I'm out here tricking, you better treat, goddamn.
You don't want no banana chips?
Like I said, if I'm out here tricking in my costume, y'all better be fucking treating. Goddamn. I want my candy. All of it.
I feel you. But so since kids are gonna be eating a lot of candy, you know, and that just eats away at your teeth, even you adults, because I know y'all just like me, y'all waiting for that after Halloween sale when all the candy is gonna be half the price, and you're gonna go in there and stock up. Then you're gonna have all this candy and you're just gonna be eating it for no damn reason just because it's there. I'm gonna tell you guys where you can go to when you start to feel that little toothache in the back from you not listening to your mom for not eating for eating all your candy, or you adults that just want to eat because the shit is on sale. You guys can go check out Elite Dental Wellness, because this portion of the show is sponsored by Elite Dental Wellness. At Elite Dental Wellness, our vision is to create a welcoming practice that will offer exceptional dental care and a lifetime of dental wellness. We are committed to the finest possible oral care and the overall health and well-being of our patients. Elite Dental Wellness is built upon a foundation of integrity, expertise, and service. Through our commitment to modern dentistry, continuing education, and friendly atmosphere, we strive to make our patients feel that they are a part of our family. Dentistry can be scary, daunting, and uncomfortable. Dr. Batiste and her team works tirelessly to ensure your comfort. Make your appointment today with Dr. Ashandra Batiste at Elite Dental Wellness by calling 713-789-8680. Alrighty, you guys, go get your teeth taken care of. It is the season for that. You are gonna need it. But while we were still talking about Halloween, I am not a scary movie person, like, at all. Period.
Oh, I love horror movies. That's like my favorite genre.
Okay, so let's go ahead and let's talk about this, Chris. What you think? So I want to know, like, what is the scariest scary movie that you think is like currently in standing, and then also what are like those how should I say, those memorable Halloween scary movies that we always watch?
Right now, the scariest thing for me that I've seen, they're shows. They're not movies. The Haunting of Hill House is really good. That's on Netflix. It's really good. It's like a 10-episode little series, short series. Haunting of Hill House is really, really, really good. I loved it. Like, I binge watched that shit. In fact, my whole birthday week, I was just like, fuck it, I'm gonna binge watch this shit. And it took me like 2 days. So good. And then also, it's this show on YouTube called The Look-See. It's like a short. It's basically horror shorts. It's a horror short called The Look-See. So Google Look-See. It'll come up in the YouTube. It's really, 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 really good. So I think right now, and Halloween was good, actually. The new Halloween was good. So, yeah, I enjoyed it.
Girl.
Yeah, I love
seen all the stuff.
no, because that's all. I love horror movies. Like, for one, I'm born in October. So for me, Halloween is one of my favorite. I guess I don't really call it a holiday, but I just feel like Halloween is a good excuse to give women a reason to be whorish or to dress like sluts, and it's okay, and they get permission because it's Halloween. So just the whole month, I love haunted houses. I love any and everything scary. Like, I'm so mad this year I couldn't go to Fright Fest. I usually go every year, and it's fun. So
no, I am not a scary movie person at all. That is not my go. My friends actually tried to get me to go to a haunted house with them. I don't even know which one they went to because I was just not interested in going. They were like, yeah, it's gonna be all of us. Come, no, fuck that. Y'all have a good time. I'll catch y'all on the next adventure, but I will not be a part of this one. I don't do that. Like, I don't like that. No,
I love it. Give me all of it.
No.
And it's so funny because I was on IG. One of my friends said something about, if you watch scary movies and go to sleep just like it's nothing right after, and then just like no bad dream, like you good, you're a sociopath. And I said, well, damn, I guess I must be a sociopath because my ass do that shit all the time. It's very few movies that I've watched that really have my ass like.
So what has scared you?
The first Insidious.
Oh my God! I seen that on accident. I seen it on accident, and I will never ever do it again. Me and my friends, when that movie came out, we were going to the movie to see something else. I can't even remember what it was, but it was another movie that was out, right? Mm-hmm. And I was in high school, and so we were like, oh, we were already there. We had got dropped off, so it was like, fuck it, we're gonna watch something. So my friend Kelsey talked us into going see Insidious. She was like, we're all together, you guys, let's go see it. And I'm just like, this girl is tripping. Good. But I went in, seen it anyway. That movie gave me nightmares for so long. It gave me nightmares. I do not do scary movies.
I don't know. I'm weird. Real life gives me nightmares. If I watch the news and niggas got murdered, like a whole family or something, that's gonna fuck my ass up more than a scary movie. For me, it's real life that fuck with me. This shit, to me, I be laughing. For real, I really love horror movies that are very campy, where it's like, yes, you know what film you're in, bitch. Run, trip. Like, I like, it's just, I love me a good scary movie. No. Like, every weekend I watch probably at least one if I'm in the crib.
No. I've been, and yes. So I felt like, okay, it's October, it's Halloween season, they're promoting all this scary shit. So I was like, fuck it, I'm gonna watch American Horror Story, right? Still haven't even tuned into the first episode. Every time I start like watching just the preview of it, it creeped me out. I can't do it. And then I'm trying to watch it at home by myself. And see, that's what I be trying to explain to my friends, too. They be like, oh, like, you can come do this stuff with us. I'm like, no, bitch, I live by myself. When I hear shit in the night, ain't nobody else there but me, so I freak out. We're not doing that. No.
I don't know. For me, it's just like, for one, American Horror Story come on tonight. So on some real stuff, I'm glad we're recording early because my ass needs to go home and watch the shit. But it's a really good series. If I were you, I would probably watch Coven first. That's the one with the witches.
That's what everybody keeps telling me.
Coven. I mean, that's out of order, but I would probably watch Coven first. That's my favorite one.
That's so nuts. Somebody else told me the same exact thing. They were like, watch the one with the witches first. And I was like, oh, okay. But I don't like to do stuff out of order. Like, but anywho, neither here nor there. So that's a part of like our scary movie things. I don't do scary movies. One of that movie scared the shit out of me. That Insidious, and then there was another one too. My ex like forced me to watch it.
Maybe.
No. See, I don't like to watch stuff like with possession. That possesses you and stuff. I don't do that because I really like. I feel like it could come over to me. Like, I don't do that. Just even the being in the realm of like a movie where somebody is possessed with a demon spirit, I feel like that shit might just come over to me. I can't do it. No, I can't. I absolutely cannot.
No, I totally get that, because I'm very big on like protecting my spirit and my energy. So if stuff doesn't feel right, and for me, I get what is that shit? I get sleep paralysis sometimes. So I remember one time I had, in fact, it was last year. I don't know what the hell I was watching, but it was Halloween time. And I remember I had sleep paralysis in a bitch, and I could not move. And I couldn't do nothing. And I was so scared. And I was like, oh my gosh. Like, I hear this movie, but it's fucking with me because I'm dreaming too. And like, I can't move. Oh, it's a whole ordeal. So I get that. Ooh, I get that. That shit just, ugh. But anyway, Halloween is great. And I think people should embrace it more and realize it's not necessarily like the devil. You know, black folk be quick. That's the devil. Yeah. Everything's the devil. You wearing a costume, it's the devil. You passing out candy, you participating, it's the devil. Like, relax.
Yeah.
Have a little fun. It's okay.
That I do agree with. I feel like sometimes people just take it too serious, and it's really not. It's only as serious as you make it, and really in real life, it ain't that serious. Okay,
black folk be reaching for a lot of shit. And just, you know, niggas, just please pass out the candy. That's the last thing I want to say. Just pass out the candy. If you don't have candy, just turn your light off. Don't try to be that nigga, put a bowl out there, because people, if I had kids and they came by and you put that bowl out and it's empty, because it's going to be, just be more cognizant of that. You don't want a home egg. You don't want a door egg. You don't want your doormat taken. I had my doormat taken before.
Did you leave a bowl?
I did leave a bowl. I left a bowl out. This might have been a few years ago. I left a big ass bowl out, and I guess them niggas was mad. It wasn't no damn candy. Well, fuck you. And my ass went to sleep. I mean, shit, I said, I left a nice little note that said, takes one. And I came back, clearly the whole shit was gone. Yeah, and so was my doormat. And I was like, you fucking hoes. I live on the north side.
I'm not passing out candy. Like, nope. Not passing out candy. Not doing that. Don't knock on my door. I am that person that will put a sign up. Do not knock on my door. I'm not passing out candy.
You asking for your doormat to be taken.
Bye. Go ahead. Take it. It cost me all of $5. I will buy another one.
That's not the point. It's the principle that people do something so fucking petty. And I know who it was, to these old little...
Don't you do it.
I'm about to say something about somebody's kids. Love the kids. Shit.
Oh, also, so I did want to touch on this too, since it's Halloween. I want to know, just like, have you ever had any encounter with like a supernatural experience?
I have a quick short story. Quick. So what happened was last year around this time, like, my birthday, like I said, it's in October. So for me, I celebrate the entire month of October. Like, I'm turning up the entire month from October 1st to the day. That's what we do. So I went to go, my best friend and I, we got tickets for SZA and SZA, Smino, and some other people out in San Antonio. So we went out there, and I found this really nice, cute hotel. And I was like, oh, this hotel real cute, girl. Like, and we got a deal for it, and it's right there. So yeah, let's do it. So anyway, we get in this hotel, and my best friend researching it. She was like, bitch, this hotel haunted, ho. I said, what do you mean? She was like, look at it. It's on the list of like most haunted places, like
what?
In Texas. And so I was like, girl, fuck that haunted. I ain't worried about this shit. So we went into the hotel, and they still had some parts of the old hotel, like the old elevator doors, old ass water fountain, stuff like that, right? It was just a whole thing. So anyway, my best friend is like freaked out the entire time, especially once we found out the story about how the war, I guess, I don't know which war, but with the Alamo, is that Mexican American? I don't know. Okay. Nigga ain't a historian right now. But that war with Travis and all of them took place right there. Like, that was the main central point of that war. Like, yeah. And so she was like, yeah, you know, it's been known, blah, 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 blah. Fast forward. We go to sleep after the concert. I'm asleep. And like I told you, I get sleep paralysis sometimes. Oh. And I swear, for goodness, I put this on my daddy. Yo, it was people in like old attire. Like, I freaking kid you not. I sound crazy as fuck, but I kid you not. They were like in old ass like Civil War attire, like walking through the door and like going through the room and just like walking and like looking. And I was like, I cannot get up. I was like, oh my God. I was like, this shit is fucking crazy.
Oh, no.
I tried to tell my best friend this story all the time. The bitch be like, I don't want to hear the shit. So fuck you. So you're going to hear it today. But I was just like, oh my God, I can't fucking move. So I'm trying to call her. I'm like, girl, sleep paralysis. And one of them grabbed me and started shaking me. And I was so fucking scared, y'all. I couldn't scream. I couldn't move. A bitch had sleep paralysis. So I'm there like stupid. And then later on that night, I just stayed up. Like, I just slept under the cover.
No.
And I'm not a scary. Stuff like that don't freak me out. So that freaked me out. So, yeah. That freaked me out.
Oh, no.
I never told anybody that story.
I would have left. I would have left the whole hotel. I gotta go.
And it was funny because I tried to tell my best friend about it, and the bitch wasn't trying to hear me. So fuck you. But yeah, that's what happened.
No,
like for real, like they kept walking through, and they was like walking through, and then like they was standing around a bit. And one of them got like on me and was like, I was like, okay. I was like, it's crazy as shit. I don't know. Fucking Halloween, man. Spookity boo shit, man. Shit. All I gotta say is
boo.
And you know what? I had a few drinks too because we went to go see SZA, but I was not that lit. Okay, I was.
That was it. That's the next question. Were you drunk?
No, I was not.
No. Okay.
No. So, but unfortunately, Facebook people, thank you for tuning in to this portion of hashtag. We do appreciate you, just watching us while we look crazy as fuck and talking shit about Halloween shit. I just
hot shit.
Bumped my nose, my little cat nose. God, but we like to thank you. So Facebook Live, we ask that you subscribe to our show on all the major platforms, including iTunes, SoundCloud, Google Play, and Stitcher. Review our show in iTunes with constructive feedback. Share this Facebook Live post and the entire show with your family and friends. Also, donate to our mission to bring enriched and inspiring content each and every week, and you can donate at www.despair.tv/donate. And I am very tongue-tied. Like I said, my voice is screwed up. But thank you, Facebook. So
that is okay. That is okay. I've had some encounter. One was very much so on my own behalf, and then the other was not. When I was younger, I always seen shit in my sleep. I always did. I was so scared of it. And there were some nights that I just stayed up. I just didn't sleep because I would see things in my sleep. When I say things, I mean like as a child, I make them out to be monsters, but it was ghosts and really creepy enough when I was younger. So in one of our homes that we lived in Louisiana, we lived right next to a cemetery.
Oh, shit.
And that would, like, literally, if you walked out the door of our house, you see graves. What? It was
literally right next door?
Yes, literally right next door. It was so fucking creepy. Crazy. And like for a long time, I would not stay there. Like I stayed with my aunt, with my great aunt, because I would see shit in my sleep as a kid. No lie. And I always thought like the only thing I could describe them as was like in my mind they were monsters, but I knew good and well like it was ghosts. And I felt like those ghosts that were next to us in the cemetery would come to me in my sleep.
That's crazy as fuck. All I know was I know my sister. I'm sorry, mama. This shit funny as fuck. Me and my sister was having a talk, and God rest my grandmother, But my sister was like, yeah, when we called my grandma, might be from Louisiana too. But anyway, we called my grandma Madeira, and she was like, well, Madeira would come by and walk by the window every night for like a year. I said, you shit me? I said, girl, I would have told Madeira to go on somewhere. Yeah. Go on to glory. Go on get you some rest. Don't be walking by this window no more. So, I mean, I get what you say, and I believe her. Like, I don't think she's fucking bullshitting. I know she's probably not. But I was just like, hell no, go on to glory. I ain't got time for any spirit.
It is crazy. And then also, so living in Louisiana too, like we had like my great grandmother's house. Like that was the hub. That was where everybody always was. They met, all of that good stuff. But when I was living there when I was younger, my grandmother passed away in the house. And so I always felt like she was always there too. It was I have like so many stories from it. I remember like this one night we were all in the living room and all the adults had left. I was the kid there watching all other fucking kids. This happens in the country. That's what they do sometimes in my family at least. And we were like in there and we had all the lights off and we were playing hide and go seek. We was bad as fuck.
In the house?
And yes, in the house. And we had all the lights off. And I remember that the window was open in the living room, so some light from like the moon and stuff was still coming in. I remember being in there and all I could see was like this, it was like this gust of wind and it was like this turn, like leaves and dust and shit like going on in the living room in the middle of the shit, and I just couldn't do nothing but look at it.
Fuck that, I ain't got time.
I couldn't do nothing but look at it because it just scared the shit out of me. And after that I was like, no, how to go seek, it's over, we're not playing anymore, turn all the lights on. Like, I was so over it. I really felt like stuff would come to me when I was a kid.
Fuck that, I ain't got time for that shit. My people old school. Look here, we gonna get some oil that was prayed over. We gonna go on and get somebody prayer shawl. We gonna get some sage. We gonna burn this motherfucker, and we about to start reading all the scriptures and everything up in this house, and we're going to cleanse this home, open all the windows, get all that bad juju out. I don't play that.
Honestly, so, like that home, that house shit. Nobody lives there anymore. Like my family still have the land. It was a really big piece of land because like my grandmother's house was there, and then my great aunt ended up getting a trailer and putting it on the other end of the property. This is country shit, okay? But nobody lives there anymore. Like they just let the house go. It's like weeds and all of that shit. So yeah, but I think like that the reason being that nobody lives there and they just kind of abandoned it is because years later I had an aunt. She's very she was obese, very much so overweight, like not able to take care of herself, and she lived there like with my other aunt who took care of her, and she passed away in the house too. But that's because I mean there was nowhere for her to go. She just died in her sleep. She just couldn't. She physically could not move.
Yeah.
So that happened too, and then like after that, like a couple years later, like nobody just lives in the house anymore. It's just there. So that happened. Then is one time, like being here in Houston, my best friend, we were just like, we were maybe like 18 or some shit then, I don't know, but anywho, we went on Westheimer we used to go over there because like again we were I think we were maybe 18 or 19. Anywho, we were old enough to smoke hookah, so we used to go to this little hookah bar over there on Westheimer called Texas Hookah, and we used to get hookah all the time. So we used to walk down the strip, right, to get food and go back or whatever, and we used to always pass this little like card reading place. And so this one night, my friend was like, oh, let's go get our palms read. So we got a tarot reading, and that was really fucking creepy. Tarot. I always feel like I say it wrong, so I say tarot, but I guess it's tarot. But anywho, we got a reading, and it was so fucking creepy because the lady was creepy, and the whole thing was just, like, weird.
I love it. I don't know. There's a guy, speaking of tarot reading, there's a guy here in Houston, Fernando Marin. Like, he's on point. His name's Fernando Marin. This man is on point. That's all I have to say about that. He done told me some things I've never told a soul. This man told me, it was like, hey, you're going to get some dental work done soon. I said, well, damn it, you were good. I said, I've never told a soul about it. He knew about it. Just stuff like that. And I was like, damn, he is good. This nigga tapped in something, and I wasn't even seeing him face to face. This shit was through the phone on Skype.
The lady that I was with, that heifer didn't know shit. She didn't know nothing.
Yeah, some of them be trying to be real general.
Nothing that she ever said ever came true.
Damn. Well, that sucks. But you know what should came true? Her talking about your finances and your money. Because you know what, 2019 is coming up. Everybody trying to get that money up. So this portion of the show is sponsored by Houston Housewives of Finance. Did you know that only 4 states in the United States offer financial education? 33% or more than 77 million of Americans don't pay their bills on time. 39% of Americans carry credit card debt from month to month. And 39% of adults say they do not have enough savings. Don't become one of these statistics. Let Houston Housewives of Finance advise you on increasing your cash flow and becoming your own money manager by scheduling your complimentary personal financial strategy. Contact Houston Housewives of Finance today at 1-844-700-4463 or email us at info@houstonhousewivesoffinance.com. And you can ask how you can participate in a complimentary financial literacy workshop near you. Houston Housewives of Finance are the new faces of the new age of financial services. hopefully somebody, when I get my next tarot done, they can see my future and see money is coming.
See them coins.
Yes, indeed.
See them coins. Let me know that they come.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, you guys. So I think we talked enough about Halloween. We're going to wrap that topic. Just that was some experiences that we wanted to share with y'all. A little spooky, but again, it is Halloween, so it is the appropriate time for such. But we're gonna get into something else that was spooky too that happened over this weekend, and that was the Pittsburgh synagogue shooting. That was a very unfortunate matter that took place. But, I mean, it's one that we've heard happen so many times over the past couple of years. Very, again, unfortunate. But we're going to just let you guys know what happened. So, on October 28th in Pittsburgh, there was a gunman, white male, 46 years old, by the name of Robert. To make sure I'm getting his name correct. Yes, he is Robert Bowers. Let off fire in a synagogue, Pittsburgh, again, Pittsburgh synagogue, and that synagogue goes by the name of Tree of Life. Let out fire there, killing 11 people in total. 8 of those people who were members of the congregation. And it's a very crazy story because this man went into a full fucking gun war with the police. He shot 3 police. Didn't kill them, but he shot and wounded 3 police. Him himself got shot. He ended up he was able to surrender. You were shooting at the fucking cops. You had the opportunity to surrender. That right there in itself blows my fucking mind. But then the man was taken to the hospital, not even to jail. He was taken to the hospital to get treatment and then released and made it to jail. But he went into there saying that he just wanted to kill all the Jews because they are they're committing genocide to my people, so I just want to kill all the Jews.
What?
And there we go.
You're a fucking Anglo-Saxon man. Like, you're man, get the fuck out of here. But it's very unfortunate. Who sits and kills a 97-year-old woman at the synagogue?
Yeah.
Nigga, you're fucking trash. On top of that as well, this is the first time on American soil where anything like this has ever been targeted specifically to American Jews. This has never happened. And I think coming from us in the black community and us seeing so many things happen to our community, this is the very first time that something like this is ever... It's different because now it's like, shit, people out here really just getting anybody, you know what I'm saying? And that who's of a minority or who fits a certain box, you know what I'm saying? I mean, now you can see any and everybody can get it. And if this doesn't try to get everybody together and to go fucking vote, if you have not voted, please go vote. Because this man also listened to Trump and other shit. So, I mean, I don't know. I just, it's very sad. And I would hate for someone to do that to my grandmother. The lady was freaking 97.
Yeah.
That's ridiculous. Get the fuck out of here.
So what I also read on this man is that he actually, and this is what he said or what was reported. This I did not get directly from the mouth of this man, Bowers. But it was reported that he actually didn't vote for Trump.
Exactly. Go vote, people. Is it still early voting? Don't do it today. Tornado warnings, but take your ass out and vote, please. Because people out here really listening to this man.
No, he didn't.
No, oh, this nigga didn't vote for Trump?
No, he said that. Well, that's what was reported, right? This has not come out of his mouth. Not from what I've read, but from the article that I got. This was from CNN that he actually did not vote for Trump.
Niggas be lying. I think this nigga probably voted for Trump.
That's what was reported. I don't know the facts, but anywho, what stands for me? I'm not even gonna touch on the Jew thing because y'all will get me because I have a whole different. My thoughts on that is totally different. I'm just gonna say that it's unfortunate that people were killed. You know, that's in any sense of what representation that they were from. Right. It was a group of innocent people that were killed. So it's unfortunate. But I think that what we need, because also they were reporting him as they paint out all white men who go in and shoot up a whole place, the lone wolf. And I think that needs to be addressed, because I did research on it, and well, this was reported too, but I also went back and looked into it, and I think we all know this just by what's happened over the past couple of years. From 1982 through 2012, 66 cases of mass shootings, 44 of them were all done by white males. So this is not a lone wolf thing. This is a thing of white supremacy that carries over from crazy white men to the next. And that's just what we are dealing with. And until, as a whole, and I don't think we'll ever get there, because America wants to protect the white male, because that's what they are, that's what they stand on. But until you're ready to actually address the fact that you have to start putting them in a terroristic group because they are such, then we'll never get past the really dealing with why this happens or to prevent it from happening. And then to go on to say that, you got your president who went out and said, he went out and visited the church. I didn't listen to his speech. I don't listen to anything that he says, mostly. You know, already they're gonna talk about the chaotic shit that comes out of his mouth. It's like we're pretty tired of the shit that he says. But his response to that is that they should have had a guard, a gunman, a guard in there to if they had a gunman in there, a guard, that could have been prevented.
This is a fucking place of worship. Like, you fucking... Nigga, get your old Cheeto ass looking like a goddamn carrot, looking like you about to croak any minute now. Like, I'm so fucking over you. You look swole. I just, like, who the fuck? It's a fucking place of worship. It doesn't... This is my thing. You can't go to the goddamn grocery store. I'm pissed. I'm pissed. You can't go to the store. You can't go to the movies. You can't go to the mall. You can't do any of these things because, unfortunately, America and all of these things that America stands for, unfortunately, it's under, you know, I mean, for one, whites, and then not only whites, white males, white women. I mean, it's things with Megyn Kelly. I don't even want to sit here and get going on politics because I watch MSNBC all the time. So we're not going to sit here and do all of that today. But, I mean, I think it's just ridiculous. Politicians need to understand their impact. I think the president's a fucking idiot. The things that you're saying out of your mouth that are targeting certain people, these things you're going back reviewing fucking amendments and shit. I know what the 13th Amendment is. Nigga, you best to not go back and review that shit. It's so many different things. And I feel like he's a fucking imbecile who doesn't think about the words that he is saying out his mouth, regardless if this man voted for him or not. Lately, the things that have been occurring, that have been in the news, somehow his words have impacted these people some way to where it's like, you know what, white power, I'm going out here and do what the fuck I gotta do. And this shit is fucking trash. So to just clear all this shit up, people, just be cognizant of your surroundings, where you are, because it's no longer the world that it used to be when I was growing up, when my mama could sit here. I didn't have no phone, drop my ass off at the mall and everything was cool and just come back and pick me up. It's not that type of world anymore. So you have to be more cognizant. And black people, just like we had the thing that happened in Charleston, if stuff don't look right and somebody about to come to this church and you know brother so-and-so don't know him, and you just be aware. If shit just, I'm not saying there's a look for crazy, but if things do not look right, just be aware and just vote. I can't stress voting enough. Please. Beto O'Rourke. I'm not trying to push my platform. I mean him and his platform, but he's awesome. That's who I voted for. So, yes.
It's so much. It's so much. But again, my point to that was the evidence does not lie.
No.
It is whites. There is such thing as white males who are they feel entitled to this sense of white supremacy that are definitely a terroristic group, and it needs to be addressed, and they somehow, some way need to be stopped. I think when you stop trying to soften or cover up or make it seem like they were troubled or they had this problem or this issue and really address it as what it is, then that'll be the first step to figuring out how the fuck to identify it and how to stop it. Because it's not oh, he was lonely, he was depressed, he was this, he was that.
No,
it's not that. He was a fucking white supremacist, and he felt as though it was his right and his privilege to go out and kill a group of people because they are not the same as him. That's simply what it is.
I don't understand this nigga is anti-Semitic. I don't understand. I mean, when it comes to hate, period, this nigga was anti-Semitic. He was anti-migrant. He was all the antis possible. I hope this nigga gets under the jail. I hope they charge this nigga to the fullest extent of the law.
Why is he even going on trial, bro?
Something. I don't want to sit here and get too into my beliefs and all that and death penalty and all that. We're not gonna do that today because it's really a lighthearted show. But I mean, that's all I have to say about that. So I mean, I just don't understand it. Anti-migrant, anti-Semitic, like get the fuck out of here. It's 2018. Like shit. But I mean, shit, niggas don't like blacks. So, or Mexicans or anything else for that matter. In fact, if it's just not pure white, what I want all white people to do one day, I want all of them to go get DNA tests, and I hope they got at least about 10% black in them, for they can just flip the fuck out. Yeah, you got some Negro in you. Shit, I would love that. All the white people, you got this. That would do something for me. Yeah. It would give me all the justice in the world because all of them think that since it's all white, it's all right, and it's not. So, yeah, that's all I have to say about that.
Okay. Girl, we don't have enough time to get into what I was gonna say, so we're just gonna keep it moving. Also, what I do want to let you guys know is who, of course, each and every week brings you your gorgeous, beautiful, talented host who gives you all of your amazing content and who keeps you guys informed about what's going on, but we also give y'all shits and giggles in the midst of it. So this portion of the show is sponsored by The Spear. Are you starting your business and looking for a place to advertise? Do you have a need to reach out to thousands of people across the world to build your brand or sell your product? If so, get your product placement and advertising needs handled right here at The Spear. We offer a wide variety of content delivery platforms, including iTunes, Google Play, SoundCloud, YouTube, and Stitcher. Plus, we have a vast demographic reach within the United States as well as modern countries across the globe. Our enriched content and inspiring dialogue coupled with your strategic ad is surely to hit the mark every time. Call us today at area code 832-772-7789 or send an email over to advertise@thespear.tv.
Great.
Alrighty, you guys. So we're actually out of time. The only other thing that we were going to touch on, and I shared this with Chris earlier, I don't give a shit to talk about it, and that's the whole Cardi and Nicki thing. I'm over them. I'm over their drama. I'm over the beef. They did all of that hoo-hopping going back and forth on social media just to say, oh, let's keep the peace and keep it pushing. Y'all could have said that from the jump, bro. It was so unnecessary. Who got offered what deal first? Who's a better rapper? Who's not writing their raps? Who's this? Who's that? Shut the fuck up already. Like, drop y'all music and keep it moving with your life.
I loved it. I was just like, ooh, popcorn. Like, yes, Cardi. I loved it. I love the fact, for one, I always shout out Libra sister Cardi B. For one, I'm not sitting here saying I'm a big Cardi fan because that's not what it is, but I do respect the fact that she was very real about her shit. However, the thing is, Cardi needs to understand as well, you're on a certain level now. Some things don't have to be addressed. Fuck that. Fuck Nicki Minaj ass. That bitch look like she's the type of bitch that'll run up on somebody and hit them and then duck back and be like, oh, get him. She seemed I'm just saying based on what was happening, but I really don't give a fuck about it. Honestly, the main thing I wanted to talk about was Red Table Talk because it's so good. If y'all do not watch Red Table Talk with Jada Pinkett, Willow, and Jada Mama, I've been watching every episode, and this one with Will is just
can touch on that real quick because I went back and watched it. I went and watched the whole episode, and it was so good.
So good.
And I understood everything that they were saying. I understood I understood it so much. It's so fucking bananas, because not to say that I've been in a 25-year marriage like they have, but I have been in a relationship that has been rocking, and I've had some of those same experiences. So I get it, and I get it so much because I've lived it, and I had to separate and come back and try to make it work. And obviously, we didn't make it work because we're not together, but I came out on that relationship, on the other side of the relationship, a better person. I understood more. And although at that point in my time, in my life, I was at a very, very low point, it was necessary for me to go through, because now I can understand what I don't want, what I'm not going to deal with. And again, I'm young, I'm still living life. I don't know it in full, but I can definitely identify those things, and I can move forward with in a relationship in a better aspect, with a better view. And what they were saying, and one thing that really stood out to me, because I battled with this for so long, and I'm still battling with it, I'm still growing, is you cannot rely on other people cannot make you happy. It has to come from within. You have to make yourself happy before you can try to give that same happiness out to people. You have to be what you want in order for you to give that to other people, because you depending on someone else for your happiness you're not going to get very far. I'll tell you that much. You're not going to get very far, and you're always going to have somebody that's in control of whether you are happy or not. If you're depending on someone else to do it, it has to come from you. Okay, y'all focus on that. Focus on that. Yeah. Focus truly on making yourself happy. And one thing that Jada said that stood out to me: if you don't like being with you, nobody else, who the fuck else is gonna wanna like being with you? If you don't like you, yeah, it's deep. It's so deep.
Yeah, it was really good.
It's so deep. Go back and watch that, and then honestly dig deep about how you feel about you, and if you're happy and content with you at the end of the day. Think about that shit. And if you're not, it's time to make some changes in your life, whether it's changes with yourself or if it's getting rid of some people out of your life. It's time to make changes if you can't genuinely say that I make me happy.
Yeah, that's very real. I think for me, the biggest thing that I got from it, for one, people have to understand relationships take time. They take work. You have to, you're going to have some battles. You're going to have to sit here and you know, really if you really love this person, if you feel like this is what it is, you really have to stand by it and really learn each other, not have to work it out, because if you're not happy and the shit don't work, it don't work. Cool. But at the same time, you have to be willing to compromise. You have to be willing to listen when spoken to. I think for me, communication probably was the biggest thing that I received from that message. Listening to her and Will talk about the communication issues that they've had with not listening to each other, to talking to each other very brashly, being very vulgar, very rude, inconsiderate. Listening to them have that type of dialogue with each other versus looking at where they are now and that time that it took to get there. So for me, I learned, you know, you got to set your boundaries when it comes to communication. I know for me, one thing I don't tolerate, especially in a relationship, and if you're upset, don't talk to me, don't curse at me, don't talk to me upset, don't do all of that. What we can do before we both blow up, I go my way and you go yours, because I know how I get. I'm the type of person, I'm very chill, but if you poke the bear, nigga, that's it. Somebody gonna get bit. But for the most part, it really taught me and made me look at myself and be like, you know what, I could work better on being more cognizant of the things that trigger me while I'm upset or while I'm angry. So that was the main thing that I took with it. Just learning to learn yourself and how to apply that and be willing to work as a unit. That's the thing. A lot of people look at relationships like, oh, I'm in love, blah, blah, blah. No, they don't even call themselves married. They call themselves partners, life partners. And that's some real ass shit. Like they have a partnership, and that's what I want. I want a partnership. I want that, not necessarily Will and Jada, but partnership. So that's what I took from it. It was really good.
I got that too, like that. Baby, let me tell you something. And I had to learn this not just through like my relationships with men, but through my relationships with friends, because I am not I really had to learn it through my relationships with my friends, right? Because like with guys, when you're in a relationship with like your significant other, sometimes y'all say hurtful shit and y'all come back to each other, and it's like, and then that's one thing. I'm gonna mention that here in just a minute, but it's like, okay, we said some shit, we were both angry, and y'all get over it. But when you say shit, because the way my friend group is set up, I'm not gonna say things that hurt your feelings. So I realized that before I say things to them, I have to step back when they really piss me off, because I will. It's not intentional to hurt your feelings, but I'm gonna say some shit that's probably gonna hurt your feelings. So I learned a long time ago, and sometimes I can get real loose at the lips, and I don't give a fuck what I say to you, because at this point you done pissed me off. But in all my relationships, and this is with just about anybody, this is with everybody that I deal with, I have to take a step back. If you poke me to the point where I'm ready to go out, I have to take a step back, because my lips get real loose, and I will say some things to you in the moment of being upset. And one thing about words is that you cannot take back what you say.
Yeah, that's true.
You cannot take that back. And just because that person says that they may be over it, they may forgive you, those words will always be there. So that is something that I learned a long time ago, not to say, if I'm upset with you, I will take my time to talk to you when I'm ready, when I can actually hold a conversation with you.
Yeah, I definitely agree with that. With friends, any type of relationship, really. So I get that. You got to step away, sometimes reassess, get your thoughts together, for you can come and be respectful of this person as well as them respect you. So I totally get that. Yeah.
And I had to explain that to my friends too, because they would be like, if they're saying things and we've had like a little, because my friends, they want to talk about it right now. They like, no, let's figure it out right now. And I had to let them know, like, if you didn't piss me off, I need a moment. And I'm going to talk to you when I'm ready. Stop trying to force me to talk to you right now, because if you keep forcing me, that little nice side that I'm trying to give you, it's going to go away real quick.
I think it depends on the situation, because for me, it depends on the situation, because if it's something that you've done me wrong or whatever, if I feel wronged, we going to talk about this shit right now today. You don't want to talk about it today, that's fine. I'll probably never talk to you again. And I know that's kind of wrong. I know that's not fair, but for me, it depends on the situation. If I feel like you crossed me, if I feel like you done some fucked up shit and you don't want to sit here and address this shit, and then you play this avoidance game of, I got to win already, then I'm probably not gonna fuck with you. But if it's on some shit where we are both heated at each other and we both play a part in this, then yeah, I get it. We can go to our corners and come back. So I get that.
But you guys, we are done with this show. Okay, we have given you guys a lot. We have shared some crazy stories. We have said some really good things that you should, well, I'm not gonna say you should, but good things that you can apply to your life. We want y'all to take that. We want you to take it, and if you have absolutely loved what we have talked about today, share that with everyone that you know. Put it on your social media. Share our Facebook Live link. Share everything so that people can subscribe and they can get in on all this goodness that we have brewing here at The Spear and on hashtag. So we will be closing it out. It's time to go. Okay? You only got to leave about the studio because we got other shows that are going too, but you do got to get up out of hashtag. Boop! It is your girl, Tiffany Noko. It has been great to talk to you guys again yet another week. Go ahead and follow me on the gram, _Tiffany Noko. Check out my website. Oh, also, you guys. So let me let you know, for all of our subscribers out here who may say, you know what, I really like Tiffany and what she do and what she talk about. Go ahead and follow my Instagram first and foremost. But be tuning in. So I will be on KPFT on Saturdays at 11 o'clock. That is 90.1. I will be bringing you all of some new sounds on the airwaves. I have a show for you guys that I'll be doing there Saturday mornings. So check me out and come chime in with me. You can call in. I will be giving the number out on my IG and also during the show. But that is 90.1 KPFT. Check me out.
great. Congratulations. That's awesome. You can find me, your girl Chrissy Vet. You can find me here at Shershay. I don't know where it's at. It's okay. But you can find me on IG at Shershay_law_Chris, as well as my website, www.blackoutofthebox.com. I have a whole bunch of hot shit coming and popping. Well, I already got hot shit coming and popping, really. So check me out with that, as well as the other things that I have up and coming that very, very excited to talk about. But once it happens and everything is clear, we will solidify that on the airwaves. So thank you for joining us today, and happy Halloween, and be safe. And that's really it.
For sure.
Spookity boo.
We are out of here today, you guys. Thank you for tuning in.
Bye.
Deuce.
See you later.